Get it? Hello everybody, it's JohnnyFerno talking and welcome to my next reaction of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 6. This time it is episode 23, Where the Apple Lies. So, I'm sure all of you expected I would bust out my Applejack plushie at this point because, well, I think it is an Applejack episode because every time the episode title involves Apple in it, it most likely revolves around the Apple family, or just includes them in a big part of the episode. So, where the apple lies, the first thing I think of is the expression that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, or however it is correctly, which basically means that a descendant, like a son or daughter, isn't as different when it comes to like how their parents are. And that sentence made totally sense. I'm sure someone much more smarter than me will correct me in the comments. If someone do, and you see someone has already done it, please don't flood my comment section with it. Because seriously. The other thing I think of is where the apple lies. It could either mean like lying down, or lying. Which means maybe it's about Applejack, because element of honesty and everything. So I am very intrigued, like maybe she has to lie about something? Maybe? Lost her parents? I don't know. Anyway, let us find out what happens in this episode, which is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Season 6, Episode 23, Where the Apple Lies. In 3, 2, 1, go! Alright. Starting the apple farm as predicted. Oh, hey, Filthy Rich.
Just Rich, please.
Oh, Rich.
And on behalf of Rich's Barnyard Bargains, thanks for another season shipment of Zap Apple Jam.
Our pleasure. See you next time.
So they do continue like their business relationship.
Apple Bloom, did you pack up the cider into the same crates as the Zap Apple Jam?
Sure did. Now that I'm getting older, I want to prove I can handle more responsibility on the farm.
But the crates aren't marked. You kept track of what went into which crate, right?
Oh, yep. I totally kept track of everything.
Uh-huh.
Good. Because we wouldn't want Filthy Rich to get a shipment of cider when he's supposed to get Zap Apple Jam. You know how Granny feels about selling cider anywhere but on the farm. Are you sure he got the right crates?
Sure, I'm sure. Now, why don't you and Big Mac head on out to the house and...
Big Mac doesn't believe one bit.
If you gave Rich the Zap Apple Jam, then what's this here?
Extra?
Nope.
Nope. Oh, I kind of relate to that because I can't remember what it was. Oh, right, yes. In my old elementary school, there was the cafeteria where students could like apply to work in there and like take orders, make sure that students got their lunch. And I one time wanted to try and stand behind the counter and take the orders. The problem was that every time I noted down like the paper for the students, like what they ordered, so they could come back and give it, I forgot to note it down for the kitchen. So the students knew what they ordered, but the kitchen or like the people who took out the food did not know. So I messed up the entire kitchen order because of that.
I would never do that.
Don't worry. We know exactly whose fault it was.
Rich is kind of a nice guy.
Now, why in tarnation would you lie to me, Apple Bloom?
I was kind of hoping I could fix it before any pony found out.
Telling lies won't fix anything. Trust me, I know.
What could you possibly know about it? You've never told a lie in your whole life.
Holy crap!
That's so funny.
Oh, Sugar Cube. Your big sister lied so much when she was a filly, the whole family ended up in the hospital.
What?
What?
Yep.
You might as well tell her the whole story. Might even do her some good.
I'm glad that they made this because everyone's just, hey, she's the element of honesty, therefore she can never lie. It's just, they take it too literally, I think.
All I'm
Sorry, trying to fix the
saying is
camera.
that you
There we
may have plenty of brawn, but I'm the one with the ideas on how to
Oh my god, she's adorable!
Applejack, Applejack, Applejack. Ideas are all well and good, but you can't plow a field with them.
And Big Mac talks!
How many times I've told you that?
Too many.
You two horned toads better stop jabbering and get to working. Yeah, it is.
And Granny Smith is actually younger.
The apple blight's been
How is that possible?
And if we don't get more spray, cider season will be shorter than a dwarf crab
So,
apple tree.
where's their parents? Oh, we got to see their
I was
parents?
telling Cousin Brayburn last week. Now there's a pony who knows how to put his back into a problem.
Oh, hey there, Filthy Rich.
Just Rich, please. And I'd like you to meet my fiancée, Spoiled Milk. Honey, this is Applejack. and
Spoiled
Big Mac,
Meal?
the two hardest working ponies at Sweet Apple Acres.
You were gonna farm? How quaint.
Oh, now, dear, be nice.
She was still at
Sweet Apple Acres makes
BITCH
Sap
when
Apple
she was at
Jam.
that age.
It's one of Dad's best sellers.
You mean one of your best sellers? My amazing husband-to-be is running the Rich family business now. Did you know that? Well, now you do.
Don't mind Spoiled Milk. She's just proud of me. But she's right.
What does he
I'm
see in her?
charge of the store now, and I'm just bursting with ideas I want to try.
Like what?
Well, how about this? Cider season's around the corner. Why not let me sell it for you?
That is an interesting idea.
Well, maybe it's interesting and maybe it ain't, but it's definitely not a new idea. Granny Smith told us your grandpa, Stinkin' Rich, used to ask her every year if he could sell our cider in your store, and Granny told him every year about the tradition of every pony in Ponyville lining up out at Sweet Apple Acres.
So start a new tradition. Someday one of y'all take over
Yeah, the
the
Apple family
farm
are
just
big on
like
tradition.
I've taken over the store. I'm guessing it'll be the one with the best ideas.
So, if Applejack is like
Well,
a
now,
teenager
as
here,
I've
how
said
old is
many a time before,
Rich?
Ideas are all well and good, but you can't plow a field.
You know what? How about we give you 3 barrels of cider early, and if it sells well, we'll make a deal for the rest.
Oh, hey now, perfect. Come on, honey. I've got to get everything ready.
Hoo-wee! I tell you, if the future means me running Sweet Apple Acres and you being quiet, I can't wait.
Actually, it comes very true. So what caused Big Mac to go quiet?
You'd make a deal with Filthy Rich without even talking to Granny.
Ah, Granny will love the idea, and then she'll decide that I'm the one who should take over the farm.
I have a feeling Granny isn't going to like it.
Applejack here had another one of her big ideas, and I think we all know my position on ideas. You can't
plow a field with them.
Right.
Big idea.
Actually, more of an opportunity. You see, we ran into Filthy Rich in town. Did you know he's running the family store now?
And what does this here opportunity mean for Sweet Apple?
But where are the parents?
Well,
Are they already
since
gone at
cider
this
season
point?
is almost here. I thought it'd be a good idea to give him a few barrels of cider to sell at the store before the season starts.
Oh, is that all? Absolutely not!
Yes! Granny had much more spirit back then.
Granny, why can't we sell a few barrels of cider early to Filthy Rich? And how's it any different than when you gave Zap Apple Jam to Filthy's grandpappy to sell?
Your cider and your jam ain't the same thing. Zap Apple Jam jars preserve the flavor for moons, but cider starts to spoil the second it comes out the press. That is why every cider season, all of Ponyville lines up at Sweet Apple Acres, and first come and first served.
I get what you're saying, Granny, but
So there's a
to make
reason.
an exception just this once, I sort of promised.
Applejack is still adorable. I can't get over it. She is so adorable and cute.
Cider making is iffy business, and we're probably not going to have a lot this year anyway, what with all the blight. I'm
The
sorry,
blight?
Applejack, but you's just going to have to unpromise.
Oh,
I hate to say I told you so, Applejack, but,
you and I both know you don't hate to say anything.
well, I've always thought that the most important thing a pony can do is say exactly what's on his mind to any pony who listens. So every pony everywhere always knows everything you're thinking.
And you don't ever have to listen to any pony else.
What?
Holy crap, Big Mac was a talker when he was younger.
Well,
Oh, that was Miss Cake.
If it ain't my new business partner.
About the cider, Rich.
Take a look at what I did last night after we made our deal. Woo! Pretty great, huh?
I bet
The thing
this is where the lie
I don't
comes.
think I can get you, Winnie.
What? Well, I did all this work on your say-so. We shook hooves and everything.
Well, you see, at Sweet Apple Acres, we've always been about quality, and well, your basic jam jar will
Plus,
keep...
it's been a tough harvest this year, what with all the blight.
Oh, sounds to me like you're trying to make excuses. Whenever Granddad dealt with Granny Smith, she kept her word. If you can't do that, then maybe our families should stop doing business together. All together.
Whoa, crap!
Now, the thing is, Rich, it ain't really up to us. You see, Granny's...
Sick!
Wait, Granny's sick?
Oh,
I
this
had
is
no
where the
idea.
lie comes out.
Yeah, no...
Oh, it's a lie story.
What
I
Big
might
Mac
have a
means
difficult
is that
time with
we've
this.
been trying to keep it quiet. Don't want people to make rash decisions about doing business with Sweet Apple Acres just because we're a
Big
little
Mac
short
is
cooked.
just having none of this.
Oh, my. Of course, of course. I'm so sorry. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do.
Much appreciated. But right now, we only ask for your understanding during this difficult time.
You were supposed to tell Rich the simple truth, but instead you made things worse with a giant lie.
Well, what
Yikes.
was I supposed to do? You heard Rich. If I told him the truth, he was gonna stop doing business with us altogether.
Yeah, but that's only because I forgot to ask if we had any oat crumbles for this delicious-looking salad, Granny.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Ugh.
It's only because you made promises you couldn't keep. But there's gotta be a better way out of this mess than by making up some story about Granny being sick.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Oh dear.
Sorry to drop
Oh,
by
dear.
unannounced.
Oh,
We
dear.
just wanted to come by to wish Granny a speedy recovery.
This reminds me
Sis,
of Shark's
our good
Tale.
friend Mr. Rich and
Remember
his
that movie
fiancée.
with the weird fish people,
here.
Will Smith?
Oh, and they brought flowers.
About how one
For
simple
Granny.
lie turned into a
On account of
ginormous
she's sick.
disaster.
You said, ain't that sweet?
You know what? Normally
Excuse me 1 second.
What in tarnation?
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, Granny. I didn't see you there.
You came blasting in so fast 'tweren't possible to see nothing.
Can you go out to the barn? I think we might have left a blight sprayer in the orchard.
Are you out of your apple picking mind? It's supper time, girl.
I know, but if we forgot a sprayer, I'd want to get it before dark. You go start counting, and I'll tell Big Mac we'll be right back, okay?
So
You know
from
what?
that
Normally
moment on,
I
took
don't
to
like
the
lie
front of
stories
myself
at
as
all,
big
but
were
I am
all
kind of excited to see how this is all going to collapse on them. And Spoiled Meal is still looking
Even
as
though we asked
sour
him how
as
your
usual.
grandmare is doing.
Maybe that's why her name is
Hey,
Spoiled
you
Meal.
know how Big Mac can get to talking, especially when he's upset. And right now, he's just as worried about Granny Smith as I am.
So Big Mac didn't talk when he was younger, when he was
Well,
upset
one
about
thing's
something.
for sure, she shouldn't be seeing any pony right now. In fact, I'm getting more upset just thinking about it. Excuse me.
What in the frilly fumadilla's gotten into you?
Sorry, Granny. I just decided if I helped you, it would go faster.
Lie upon lie upon lie upon lie.
Bears are here.
Oh, good. Say, Granny, when did you first fight the apple blight again?
It was my second year here in Ponyville. That was before I had the Rick on the one knee.
And others
But
say
seriously,
that's
where are
how
the parents?
trees got to grow
Where are they? Are they
so
all?
tall.
They are already gone at this point. Apple Bloom is not even here.
But
Is Apple
we
Bloom not even a
asked
fan?
when we
No,
could
I'm not
come
gonna
back to see
delve into that.
Granny.
Big Mac didn't want to be rude, but you just can't see Granny right now because she's got apple blight.
I thought only trees got the blight.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Oh no, my cringy meters are rising.
For so many years.
A really quick way to get onto my bad side when it comes to stories in general is lies.
Before you showed up.
So
My, that is terrible.
Ugh, it's not contagious, is it?
I'm sure you'll be fine, but you should leave. Just in case.
but I am kind of
We're gonna have
curious to
hurry
see
if
how
we
this
wanna
all
get there
collapses
before
down.
Visiting hours are over.
That's right. Wait, get where?
Why, the hospital, of course. I'm sure we'll see you there.
Oh dear me.
Telling Filthy Rich that Granny's in the hospital just made everything 100 times worse. What are we supposed to do now?
I got it.
Dropped my second best teeth right in the
And she's still going.
That was the worst case of apple blight I have ever seen.
I'd love to hear more, Granny, but we gotta get to the hospital right away.
The hospital? Why? Who's sick?
You are.
You know what? This reminds me a lot
What he means
of,
is you're needed
like, the
at
feelings I'm having right now. Reminds me a lot of when I first saw the show. Because when I got to cringy points, I would usually just try to skip it through the episode. But that caused me to miss a lot of stuff. And every fiber in my body is right now telling me to skip through all of this lying and just get to the resolution. But I am gonna stay strong. Gonna stay strong.
You know, we're supposed to go in the back. To avoid any pony in the waiting room with the blight.
But it is kind of funny to see Applejack just twisting more.
This is perfect. And now you don't have to worry about catching the blight.
If you say so, dearie.
Now you wait right here while I check on your presentation.
What in the rotten rhubarb is going on here?
Fancy
Ooh,
you
that
two
pony has a
here.
Well,
bad
we
butt
told
time.
you we were coming.
Well, I'm glad we found you, because I can't seem to find Granny's room, or any nurses who've even heard about a pony with apple blight.
Granny's room. Sure. Just go down here, take a left, then a right, go down some stairs, up a bunch more stairs, through the cafeteria, left 3 more times, and then you're there. Easy as Granny's apple pie.
Aren't you coming with us?
I'll catch up. I gotta find Big Mac. Okay, Granny, just wait here 1 second and we can go.
Where are you two going?
Big Mac can't come. He, might be contagious.
Contagious?
Holy crap. It's kind of impressive, actually, to see Applejack just running through her head.
You're allowed to take the sheets off. You moan a few times, he leaves, and this whole thing is over.
This is spinning way out of control.
Exactly.
Now, I know you thought selling cider in Filthy's store was a good idea, but it ain't worth lying to him about Granny being sick and needing to go to the hospital, or fibbing to Granny about them wanting her to come here to talk about the blight, or...
Big Macintosh, please just listen to me for once! This ain't about my ideas. If Rich finds out about all the lies, he'll cut off ties with us and the farm will go under. Now, do you want that to happen, or do you want to help?
Why can't you be Granny? You're her size, and this is all your fault in the first place.
I would, but if I let you do the talking, you'd just ramble on and on until we all got caught. Just lay down, keep still, and promise me you won't say anything for once in your life.
Applejack is a lot more, like, unstable than in her current, state of mind, if that makes any sense.
Granny!
Okay, that little squeal was adorable.
Come around here.
Granny, they need you to wait here. I'll come get you.
Oh, there you are. We've been going in circles looking for Granny's room.
Well, you're in luck, 'cause it's right over here, and this time I'll make sure you don't get lost.
Oh my god, I just saw Unicorn with
Dadgum.
with his horn band-aid, and it got cut in half.
She was right
Oh
here.
my god, that must have hurt. That must have hurt.
Is that
I
Granny
cannot wait to
Smith?
see what theories and stuff will come up about that. Seriously, a unicorn getting
You
their
two,
horns
don't
cut
move
off
that gurney.
or broken off, whatever, that would
What are you
be
doing? You're supposed to
terrible.
be there.
It was a supply closet.
Oh, well, okay, come with me, but be save your voice for the big presentation.
Okay, well, over 3/4. Did I just see what I think I saw? Was that Derby? Derby with eye operation! She had things over her...
I'm sorry, but you can't get any closer without a gown and mask.
But that's my brother on there.
Don't worry. This is our best doctor. She'll have your brother back on his hooves in no time.
Ugh.
Applejack, everything is going...
It's a serious disease.
Did she say apple blight?
She said gasket mites.
And once your trunk turns red like this, the only thing to do is prune the branches.
Oh no, Granny!
Did you say prune them branches?
Well, sure. What else you gonna do once the blight gets this bad?
Applejack, stop it! Stop it! This is not worth the farm!
Everybody just stop! This is all a big misunderstanding. Actually, it's a big lie.
Big Mac?
Granny Smith? What is going on here, Applejack?
That is a darn good question.
I'm not sure if I was worried that No Pony was listening to my ideas, or just nervous that I wouldn't be the one to end up running the farm, but I promised something to Filthy Rich that I couldn't deliver, and I was too embarrassed to admit it.
So Granny was never sick?
And there ain't no apple-blighted ponies?
Nope.
Those were all lies. And I thought if you found out, you'd stop doing business with the farm. So I just kept telling more.
So she's not a doctor.
Please don't make Granny and the farm suffer for what I did. This whole thing is my fault.
That's not entirely true. Maybe if I paid more attention to what you had to say instead of talking all the time, none of this would have happened in the first place.
Is that why you stopped talking?
Talk less. Listen more. Especially to you.
Thanks,
That
big
is...
brother.
Oh my god,
And whether
that is
it's
so
me
cute.
running Sweet Apple Acres or you, I know it'll be in good hooves.
Well, that's nice, but I don't know what in blazes you two were talking about. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Running the farm, not after this display. Not likely. And don't you go getting any ideas about cutting ties with Sweet Apple Acres, or I'm going right to your grandpappy. Get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Wow.
who here still wants to hear about the apple blight? Now, when I was a filly,
I can't believe you told all those lies.
Holy crap.
It's not a story I'm proud of, but it taught me a lifelong lesson about being honest. I hope you learned something too.
That makes a lot of sense when it comes to
I learned
Applejack.
that no pony starts out perfect, and sometimes you gotta make a few mistakes to figure out who you are.
Yep.
But I think the most important thing I learned is who really runs Sweet Apple Acres. Granny!
Yeah.
you're darn tootin'.
No one
Pony,
knows.
Quit your lollygaggery and get back to work. Right after we have a glass of cider.
Okay. Alright then. This was kind of a tough one to get through. As I said many times before, I am not good when it comes to stories about lies, especially when the characters lie all the time. Especially when you can see how much it builds and builds and builds. And, this must not have been a good reaction since I was cringing and even threatening to jump the episode so many times, but that is sadly how I feel about stories like this. Also, I have to quickly check some scenes. Okay, so I will be right back when I find them. Oh my god, I found it! And it was what I thought it was! Those two fillies right there! A Shining reference! What? That is so cool and really, really creepy. Please stop staring at me like that. It's really creepy. Please stop it. Stop it! Alright. And one other thing I saw. What was it? There! Derpy! That is definitely Derpy standing right there, with bandages over her eyes. She had an eye operation. Did something go wrong with that, and that's why she's Derpy? Or did she make them Derpy? Oh god. That single screenshot right there could change so many things in what we think about Derpy. Like, maybe she had normal eyes before, but something went horribly wrong and they tried to fix it, but she ended up with Derpy eyes. Or maybe for some unknown completely reason that is probably not the reason that she for some reason wanted her eyes to be Derpy. So, but those were the two screenshots I wanted to find, because holy crap, that is crazy. First a Shining reference, and now possible explanation for Derpy's eyes? Holy crap. But yeah, my feelings are very mixed about this episode, because it involves Applejack, favorite pony, so that really helps. And it is very interesting to see how she got to the way she is when it comes to telling lies and truth. That most of the time when it comes to delivering the raw truth, it is mostly her who comes up and says it. And she has maybe the easiest time doing it. Not that it makes it any less tough, any less hard for her to do it when it comes to what kind of explanation or story it is. But she, like, it is interesting to see the background for her honest behavior, which I admire a lot about her. Seeing how lies upon lies just can come crashing down when it all could be solved with just a single conversation. Also, Granny Smith is a goddamn badass. I love Granny. But still, two big questions come to mind. One, why no parents? This is teenage Applejack and Big Mac. We still don't see their parents. And what about Apple Bloom? She's not here. She didn't know about the story. So where did she come from? She is Applejack's and Big Macintosh's little sister. And just how did she come to the farm? Oh my lord. This was I'm tempted to say fun, but also kind of frustrating episode, because for the umpteenth time, I have a hard time when it comes to lie stories. But yeah, that is pretty much how I feel about it. So if I had to like make a metaphorical rating like I'm trying to do nowadays, how can I rate it? The only real thing I can think of for like a metaphorical rating is a young Applejack out of 10. The reason? I think is because of how much I connect myself to Applejack. Like, this is a younger version of her showing the weaknesses and flaws she used to have that she has worked out a lot on during her life. And, like, okay. As I said, this episode as a whole, kind of like young Applejack, it's a show of how one can grow from their past mistakes. And she was adorable. She was cute, and she had her ideals and everything. But seeing her lie again and again and again because of out of fear and embarrassment kind of made this episode a bit hard to watch. I hope that makes sense when it comes to my rating system and all that kind of stuff. But that is my feelings on the episode. So, yeah. Oh, and I guess I was right at the beginning with my prediction. It was about Applejack lying. So, thank you all, my dear friends, for watching. Please tell me in the comments below what you think about the episode, my reaction, and my channel in general. Please tell me both positive and negative, so I can use it all to grow and evolve into a better entertainer for you guys. But as always, my dear friends, thank you very much for watching. My name is JohnnyFerno, and I'll see you guys next time.